Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Muster Fishing. So today's episode, it started off not the best. I went to one of my spots I normally fish and it was absolutely packed. So what I'm going to try and do now is I'm heading to some rocks which are just over there. The ones out there on the point. So I've never fished these rocks before. And as we all know, rock fishing is one of the most dangerous sports there is, so it's important to know your tides, know your winds and swells. And today it's low tide, so it's fishable off these rocks. I've never been here, so I'm going to try my luck. But the main thing is I'm going to head out there. Once I get to the stones, I'm going to see how the conditions are. If it's too rough, I'll leave, because no fish is worth anyone's life. But if it's good, I'm going to fish it, and we'll see how we go. So that's just one thing I wanted to touch on, that it is a really dangerous sport, rock fishing. And just make sure you know how to read the swells, read the winds, which way the wind's blowing, and the tides as well. They play an important part, because if you've never been to a spot before, I recommend you fish it on low tide first, as some tides at high tide the rocks get covered. So let's get into it, and we'll see how we go. Over there looks good, so that will probably be my destination. Try my luck. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do next, because I've never fished here before. I've seen these rocks, the ones here that I'm walking on now, and it's probably the highest point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand on these rocks here, and I'm just going to see where would be the best place to fish. So let's have a look. Let's have a look now. So that's where I am. All the seaweed there. So I'm thinking right there to fish, but you see waves do splash, so I'll keep my stuff back there and I'll give it a crack, and I'll cast into there. Hopefully there's no snags or anything, but we'll just watch the conditions for a bit. That's a big wave coming. Alright, look at that. Beautiful place, isn't it? So let's get into it anyway. We're here to fish, we're here to catch some fish. Let's go. Alright, now, right. Alright, let's bait this up. So I'm just using squid for bait, because the original spot I was going to, I was actually gonna try for whiting and try for squid off the rocks. But this spot does not look like it will have any squid, so I'm not even going to bother with the squid float. But I'll tell you my plan in a second. Just bait this up first. Oh, these hooks are sharp. So I'm using the Muster Tackle whiting rig. Alright, let's wash our hands. Okay. So this is my plan, okay? I'm going to try and see if there's bait out there or smaller fish, because I only brought the calamari squid for bait. and it's not fresh. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and cast out the small rod, see if there's any bait around, maybe salmon or anything else, yakkers or whatever. So if I do get something, I'll throw it on the big rod and cast that big rod out, because it looks like there will be big fish out here. But let's try and catch some bait first, or some smaller fish, or even something to take home to feed. So let's get into it, let's cast. This is the first cast. Look at that weight. You gotta just be careful. So I might try just down here first. That smashing in. Oh, let's cast this out. See what happens. So we'll stand back. I have a seat here, it looks nice and comfy. That way we can watch the waves as well. And hopefully we get a hit. Let's see what happens. I'm not snagged, that's good. Yeah, fish on. Yes, fish on. Finally. Oh yes. It's got a bit of weight to it. Might be a snapper. Come on, what are ya? Big one too. Damn, thought it was a snapper. They go pretty hard. Let's get the hook out. That is definitely a keeper, but I ain't keeping it. Here we go. Oh, aren't fish so slippery? Look at that. We'll just throw it back in this rock pool and it will make its way home. There we go, it's off. Camouflage. Hi legends, so I've just made a move off the rocks. I didn't have no luck and the conditions were getting rougher, the tide was coming up and I only had one hit. I was getting a lot of weed and that, so I just thought I'd pack up, I'd make a move. Now I'm at a beach, which is not too far away. It's a lot calmer here, and I'm gonna try for some squid under a float. I've put the whiting gear away, so I'm just gonna concentrate on trying to catch myself a squid. So I'll show you guys how I set up and everything, and yeah, let's hope I can get a few. It is overcast today, as you can tell, so that I'm going for a natural color jig. I normally prefer the white color jigs, but because it's overcast, I'm going to try this. I think these work better, but I've got a clip on the end of these. So if I need to change it, if I need to change the squid jig, it's just a quick changeover. So I'm going to try this color first, because I believe that this will work better in overcast conditions. And it's a size 3.5 jig. So I'm after a monster squid. So this is just as basic as it gets. Squid jig, little ball sinker, pretty big float, and that's 20-pound line, about approximately a meter, to a swivel, and I attach that to my main line. So the idea is, if it's not long enough, I'll make it longer. If it's too short, it'll be getting snagged, so I'll make it a bit longer. So we'll just try a meter first and we'll see how we go. Let's go first cast. Let's tighten this drag, let's send it. So I'm going to walk in a little bit just to get that extra little distance, because I'm wearing pretty cool shoes. They're like waterproof. Oh, water's freezing. Let's go, 1, 2. Beautiful. Float's gone under, squid on. Yes. Oh, it's a good squid. Squid on, finally. It's not that big, but it's a squid. Just take it nice and easy. Don't want to drop it. Yes, squid on. Beautiful. Off the beach. How good's that? Let's wait for this little wave. There we go. Look at that. Nice size squid. Ooh, tried to squirt me. Look at that. Beautiful size squid. Let's put it out of its misery. So we'll just give it the old chop, chop. It's gone. Let's get this out there because they swim in couples, so we can get another one. Alright guys, so I'm done for the day. Unfortunately the first spot didn't deliver, it only delivered one small wrasse. I made the change, I went for squid and I hooked onto one squid. So if you guys haven't tried this method of squid fishing, I highly recommend it. Most beaches with weed patches will hold squid. So this is just the beach that I chose. It was close to the rocks where I was fishing. And yeah, it was just good to hook onto a squid and take something home for dinner. So thanks for watching guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Cheers legends.